ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930 present The Drive.
It is Monday, July 20th. Your drive begins now on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. I'm your host, Paul Swann. Our text line this hour is brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop. 304-396-TALK. 304-396-8255. How was the weekend? Did you watch World Cup soccer? I did not. We got down to the third place game. I did not watch that at all. I know, shame on me. And then I did not watch the championship game. Did not even turn it on. I know, again, shame on me. And we're going to be talking soccer in the next few minutes. There's an event coming up for Marshall fans that we're going to talk a little bit about because you might not know about it just yet. And so my good friend Holly Smith-Mount is going to tell us a little bit more about Village on the Pitch. She was promoting it heavily on her socials, and I'm like, Holly, why didn't you call me? I'll have you right on. We can tell people about it. You can promote it. No worries. So we're going to do that. So she's going to join me in the next few minutes, and we'll promote that event, tell you what's going on, how you can get involved, what it's all about. And, of course, coming off the World Cup, for the most part, I'm sure that there is a lot of soccer fever in the United States. Now, surrounding Marshall soccer, really, I don't have to worry about anything. Her fans are all in on soccer. Had to add seats to the vet to even accommodate the demand. That's a good thing. Chris Grassie's got that team year in, year out competing, not just for conference championships, but for the national championship. And with the World Cup, that should do well as far as interest is concerned for campers. You get everything that is connected with it. I know there's been a big argument as well. We've talked about this, but how do you get into soccer? Well, here's a ball. There's an open field. Mark the goals. Let's go. Get your friends together and go play it and get out there and have some fun. You don't necessarily need to pay to play. I know that's been the big issue. It's an expensive sport. Well, not really. Not really. Talent isn't developed based on how much you can spend. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there that have the talent, just don't have the opportunity. And there are a lot of kids that maybe aren't introduced to the sport properly because, well, parents probably think, well, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for lessons. Just get out there, have some fun. Get out there, have some fun. Kick the ball around. I mean, as a kid, it was really inexpensive to give me a soccer ball. It was orange. I had an orange soccer ball. I just kick it around. Now, I did not pursue soccer, but that's not the point. It's a real easy sport to get into. It's a little easier to get into than, say, basketball, you need a little bit more equipment. Hockey, you need a lot more equipment. Football, you need a little bit of equipment. Tennis, all these other sports, there's some barrier, some cost to entry. Soccer, here's a ball. Go kick it. Go kick it and learn how to play the game, and hopefully you can get with other kids in the neighborhood, start playing it and start developing your skills. And again, the American system is completely different than the world system, or at least several countries, as far as kids or how they're identified, how they're developed, what the cost might be, where high school football, junior high football, turf bowl, all of this, kids at a young age are pushed into football, not necessarily soccer. So that might be a changing trend. Soccer might be picking up steam. We'll see, though. I don't know if it's ever going to take the place of college football or the National Football League. Not too much approaches the shield in the United States of America. And, of course, the NBA, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, all of that's kind of behind that. NASCAR, yeah, okay, that's a little bit more expensive to get into. Just a little bit more. You need a ride. You can't go chasing down the streets here in Huntington. You can't do that. Going in a circle. That's frowned upon. So we're going to get into that, and we'll take your text as well, 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. Are you sad the British Open is over? Ryan Fox from New Zealand wins that. Are you sad about that? NASCAR Cup action, Joey Logano wins at North Wilkesboro. IndyCar was rained out. They are racing a shortened race now. Also, of huge interest to our resident Kentucky Wildcats fan, William Raymond Cornwell, our news director here. The TBT opening round, Game 2 between Kentucky alumni team La Familia and Louisville alumni team The Ville tonight, 7 o'clock at Freedom Hall in Louisville. La Familia won Game 1 of the best-of-3 series on Saturday in Lexington, 72-68. I have no interest in this whatsoever. There's no heard that. There's no Best Virginia. Why do I care? I mean, that was the fun. Seeing teams like that. I mean, Ott Elmore, a YMCA legend, right? Just dropping shade on guys that played in the association, and he's playing at the YMCA, he said. Of course, John Elmore's doing other things, doing work in the summer league, and hopefully that's going to pay off a little bit more. Father time. He's gotten old, isn't he? 30 years old. We're talking about him 30 years old being old. Come on now. Are we serious? The only thing that the hairline, that's it. He jokes about that. The hairline, that's changed the most. I get that. But other than that, he can still ball. So I'm glad that he had a good time in the summer league, and hopefully that's going to benefit him in the long term for his career. I mean, it'd be great to see him get into the show, play for an NBA team. Yeah, I don't know how long he would be able to hold that spot, but that would be cool to see as we follow our favorite Marshall players that are still, in the hunt for a spot on an NBA roster. 304-396-TALK is the number. We're going to get into all of that with you and more. And we got baseball action coming up tonight. The Reds are in action late tonight. Seattle, 9:40. The Guardians are hosting the Twins at 6:40. And right here, it's a 6:45 airtime. The Pirates are in Gotham to take on the Yankees. That's a 7:05 first pitch. You can hear the Pirates right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. The Pirates got the win over the Guardians 7-1 yesterday. Win the series. I'm okay with that. I'm always good with a little Cleveland on Pittsburgh violence. I'm always good with that when it comes to sport. I prefer that Cleveland would lose at all times. In all sports, I'm softened a little bit on the Pirates. Penguins, always want to see them lose. Steelers, always want to see them lose. So, good result. I'll take that. Pirates getting the win over the Guardians 7-1. Take it on the Yankees tonight. Trying to hang on to their claim to a wild card spot. And you'll hear that right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. When we continue, we've got a soccer event coming up to tell you about. It's the Village on the Pitch. It's a fundraising event to benefit the Marshall University soccer programs. Our good friend Holly Smith Mount joins us on the other side of the break here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. Assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, $6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
This fall, plan a getaway to West Virginia's state parks. Scenic hikes, mountain tram rides, cozy cabins, and brilliant fall color are all waiting along our country roads. Best of all, it's closer and more affordable than you think. Gather your crew and start planning now. Visit wvstateparks.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up. I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
This is The Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Miss an episode? Catch it anytime on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We continue on with this Monday edition of Your Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. So the World Cup is over. Everyone's sad that Argentina lost. Okay, maybe just me, not that I really cared to begin with, but Argentina lost, Spain won in extra time. Second all-time World Cup title for Spain, United States. A very good host. A lot of soccer craze going on now. And to tell us more about how you can get involved locally is probably one of the biggest soccer rowdies I know. City Council person Holly Smith Mount joins us. But you're not here today as a representative of government. Instead, you're just a soccer booster. And you've got an event coming up. Soccer booster, Holly Smith Mount, with us on the program.
So many hats.
You do?
Yes,
you wear a lot of
Saturday.
hats. Yeah. What's this?
This one's a soccer hat.
Yeah. What's this about a stern wheeler before I continue? What's this about?
So I had originally come up with this grand idea that I wanted to have a soccer party, but I wanted to have it on a boat. And so I thought, well, I'll just get a stern wheeler. They're big enough to hold everyone. It is shockingly difficult to get a stern wheeler park to have a private event on, I learned. And so lots of interesting facts, talked to a lot of cool people who are very knowledgeable in the stern wheeler sector, but that just didn't work out this time, but maybe next time.
Don't you miss the Camden Queen? Well, you weren't around for that probably. That probably predates you.
Yeah, I remember some docking at the riverfront here over the years. Yeah, but I wanted one for my own use.
I got you.
Which is a whole other can of worms.
I got you completely. Yeah, Camden Park used to have its own stern wheeler. It wasn't that big, but it was big enough. Yeah, I mean, not for your purposes, but it was big.
I mean, I tried to get a barge even. I said if I can't get a stern wheeler, big flat boat, but then I pictured people falling off and thought better of it. So common sense prevails.
Okay, so next year we'll be working on a stern wheeler, but the event coming up on Saturday. And I told the story how you've been crazily promoting this on social media, but yet the greatest resource you have, me, right here, didn't get that phone call to talk about this. This is the Village on the Pitch. It's a fundraising event to benefit the Marshall University soccer program Saturday, July 25th. It's at the Village Caregiving Headquarters in Barboursville, West Virginia, 5 to 8 p.m., and there are lots of levels of support. So let's tell everyone first what they need to know. Tickets are $125. Yeah. How do they get those?
Yes. So actually, this is unfortunate timing, but I have a silver lining. So I was just notified that we sold out of the tickets.
See, there you go. I've done my job.
I know.
I've done my job.
I know you have. I'm going to say this is all Paul Swann, to his credit. We are out of tickets. However, you can hit up one of your friends who got a sponsorship, see if they have any extras, or even more so beyond that, buy tickets to Marshall University men's and women's soccer games this coming season for 2026. They have season tickets available. They have game-by-game tickets. It's just a really great atmosphere, a lot of fun for everyone in the family. So if you can't make it to this event, whether you're busy or can't get a ticket, there's still opportunities to continue to support Marshall University soccer.
Okay, so tickets are completely sold out. We didn't know this. This was like we planned this ahead, and it's like, you know what, Paul? No, I'm good. I don't need to come on your show.
I just really needed an excuse to talk to my friend Paul Swann. So
Okay, I'll take it.
I could be
Absolutely.
given grace for this once, but yes, we had to cap the tickets due to space, and this tells us that this is a popular event and that people want more soccer parties, and so hopefully we can help deliver on that.
You mean the mayor of Barboursville couldn't just open up some more space for this event?
I mean, call him next. Get him. Let's tag team him on speakerphone here and see what we can get him to confess to on radio.
I don't think he'd answer the
Get him a
phone call.
promise.
I don't think he'd take that call. He would
All
know
right.
something's up,
Next
especially
time.
around this time. So tables are sold out, but you can still give a gift.
Yeah.
You can do some other things, right? You got still some opportunities to kind of be a part of this.
Yes.
But the tables are
Absolutely.
gone also.
Yes, yeah. So it is. We're down to the wire now, and what I would say though is that we will have some items for sale at the event that will continue into the regular season. For example, tailgate shirts to wear to support the team. They've been designed by Graphic Solutions. Been a great partner in all this. We'll have those available after the event, and then we also have created a new candle at Hotwick Social and Gift Boutique downtown. They will be selling candles that are specifically for the soccer fan and Marshall soccer fan in your life, and those will be available for sale at the event and after as well. So it's gonna be really fun. I know. I apologize it's sold out. I feel like I'm taking advantage of your time here, but
Yeah, like I'm sorry, it's sold out, Paul. It's yeah. Sorry, we don't need more
I
tickets.
just found out.
We just
but
we did our job. Sorry, buddy.
I couldn't leave you with dead air. Isn't that like radio rule
Yeah,
number 1?
no, that's
dead air.
bad.
Yeah,
That's
so
absolutely
I can't leave
bad.
you with dead air.
We don't like
So
that.
really, I'm doing you a solid.
Yes, absolutely. You're doing me a solid here. So, Village on the Pitch, is this going to be a recurring event? Catch me up. I don't think I'm as familiar with it.
I'm hoping that we, the Big Green's been fabulous to work with, and it's going to be a stellar event. I'm hoping that we can continue to keep the momentum that soccer has going. I think it's well timed with the World Cup just ending, and then soccer season at the collegiate level is kicking off. The soccer's just really catching on in our region. Over the years, I've just watched it grow. To be clear, I don't know really much about soccer at all. But what I do love is the way that it has brought communities together and people together. And so I really feel like the fact that it's at Village Caregiving and that it's called Village on the Pitch just really kind of ties all of that together, because all of these things that we're doing, we're having an auction of some team experiences. We have a couple MCs that everybody knows and loves who are local coming to and see the event. We are doing food by Jason Beater, who is the proprietor of Oscars and 1861 and all those great places to eat in Barboursville and the Drinkeries. The Black Fox Social is doing the drinks for us. We've got local vendors from Hotwick, Graphic Solutions, Old Main Emporium, BC Boutique, True Soul, and Glenn's will be there because we're going to do a lovely little fashion show as well as part of the event. And it's just going to be a great evening to celebrate herd soccer across the board.
So this will not be the last time for this event. Is pretty much what you're telling me.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think this is just the beginning.
Why this event? What?
Especially if I get that Sternwheeler.
Absolutely. I mean, it'll be. You'll come up with the name for it. I don't Sternwheeler on the pitch. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way to make that roll off the tongue. We'll have to workshop that.
It does not work. Absolutely. So, what gave you the great idea to do this, and how hard or how easy was it to kind of pitch this to the Big Green and say, hey, we want to do this. It's crazy, but we just want to do it. We just want to make up a fundraiser and go.
Yeah. It was a couple friends and I who enjoy soccer. We're sitting around. We're like, hey, we don't have enough on our plate. Let's throw a party. Who doesn't like a good party? And the Big Green was just more. I called them up back several months ago, and I said, hey, so I'm thinking about this. I'm going to need your help if you're willing. And they said, absolutely. Everything I've asked for, they've been so gracious in helping me pull this together. And then I have a great committee of local gal friends of mine who have been helping too. And they've been stellar to work with. And I couldn't have done it without literally the village. It took the village. This was probably one of the biggest events I've primarily planned. And man, it's been a lot, but with the help of all these amazing women, and Kylie Fisher from the Big Green has been working with us, and she's just been absolutely fabulous. So I think it's going to be a great party. The Big Green was more than helpful in getting things set up, getting the site set up so that we could take payments, because that's a big hurdle, is figuring out how to collect money for a fundraiser. I didn't want it coming to me personally, right? So it just made sense to engage with them, because they really are, the face of Marshall Athletics fundraising, and I, wanted to be collaborative with them because they have such experience in this realm, and so I'm hoping that this inaugural event becomes something that is done regularly so that we can continue to support the soccer program.
And this isn't a, hey, we're a bunch of boosters, we have our own little club. No, it's just like, hey, we like soccer, let's do this. Do you think this is going to form into a sort of an organization, a booster club for soccer outside of the normal clubs already? What are you envisioning here?
No, I think we're already our own little booster club. We're all at these games together at the tailgates. A lot of us travel to the away games when we can. Most of them live within a walking distance from my house. So it's more of like a neighborhood. Maybe it's more of a neighborhood organization that's gone booster. We just have morphed. We're not going to be our own organization per se, but I think if you just get a bunch of women of a certain age and send them on a power walk, you can pretty much solve any world problem, I think.
Okay, so not a booster club, a society then.
Sure, let's call it that. It's a soccer society.
A soccer society, and you could have the fancy,
Soccer.
I'm not saying like the Red Hats. You could do something similar. I don't know.
We could get our own scarf of some sort, perhaps.
Yeah.
Our own kit. I'm on board.
Absolutely.
On board.
So our guest is Holly Smith Mount. She's got this crazy idea that she has executed, and it's actually going to happen. She just decided, woke up one day, call her friends up, hey, let's do a soccer fundraiser. Here it is. And the response apparently has been tremendous for this, where you're probably already looking to expand it, including your dream of a sternwheeler. Yeah. Do you want to limit this to maybe once a year? Do you want to expand a little bit more? Just kind of.
I think. Well, anytime anyone's wanting to have a party and be generous with their time and their funds for anything Marshall related, I think there are plenty of people that would welcome that. I think once a year would be about all that my calendar and sanity can handle. But yeah, I mean, it really wasn't. If you get the right people involved, get the right organizations engaged, it goes smoothly. And we're learning that. Our community really loves Marshall. They love soccer. We love each other. We're here for it, and we just want to see folks have a good time in the Jewel City, enjoy some sport, some outside time and time together. And for those who don't know, the tailgates that they have are actually near a playground, right beside a playground. So it's really great. The kids can play while the adults chit-chat. There's snacks involved usually. It's just a great atmosphere for everyone to go watch the herd dominate.
Holly Smith Mount is with us. The event is Village on the Pitch. Now, you can still donate to this. There's there's opportunities. So how can people who maybe want to get involved last minute give you money?
Sure. If you go to, just pull up the Googler, your closest Google machine out of your pocket or in front of you, look up the Big Green or Marshall Athletics, and there are plenty of places that will direct you to how to donate. You can choose it by sport so that you can, zone in right on the soccer team if that's where you want your donation to go. There's certainly ways to do that. And then, of course, purchasing tickets throughout the year and throughout the season is an amazing way to support the teams. I recommend these for gifts even. If you have someone in your life that has a birthday or a big milestone coming up, an anniversary, or just you need a gift, I think tickets to events are always amazing to stick in a little envelope or put in a little gift basket. So I think donations online through the Big Green, through Marshall Athletics, and just supporting the teams in general by buying tickets for the upcoming season.
Holly also is very involved with the Huntington Children's Museum. Do you see maybe in the future something that would incorporate more sport, or is there something already in the works or something that's already existing that maybe kind of ties in? Because you've heard the debate that soccer is expensive to get into. This was the debate after the United States was eliminated from the World Cup. Oh, it's expensive to get into soccer. And some have said that system, pay to play, this is how it works. And others have said, hey, here's a ball. Go mark some goals and get at it. And that's come up as a talking point, how you get young people into this and how you develop talent. How do you tie that into the work that you do with children, because the Huntington Children's Museum, it's a great place to learn, but it's also a great place to
Yes.
play.
Right. Well, and now you got my wheels turning, and I'm going to make some calls and texts after this because you raised a great point. I'm sure, they do a lot of really great program at the Children's Museum. I've definitely seen some martial athletes engage with them at different points. And the martial athletes, I see them in schools as well. There's a lot of, you think about STEM education, the sports is part of that, right? There's angles involved, shape, momentum, and all those physical properties and things like that. So it's definitely something that is of value to everyone. And I think you've come up with a great idea there, Paul. Don't sell yourself short ever, because that was a good idea.
Hey, look.
And if they're not already doing it, but I will also say, too, another way to support soccer is the YMCA is in the middle of a campaign to put in fields out at the Kennedy Center, I believe. So, it's really has grown. My kids they started playing when they were 3. One liked it, one didn't. One was the kid that screamed and cried the whole time. And I was like, okay, this is damaging. We're going to sit out a year, maybe grow up a little bit and then come back. But one took to it pretty well for a few years. But it's just such an amazing way to get exercise, learn the valuable lessons that you get from sports at a young age. When you're playing when you're young, it's learn how to be coachable and throughout life, really. Being coachable, being a good team player, it's just really, organized sports are such a great way for kids to learn. So if you want to continue to support youth soccer, I certainly recommend all of the nonprofit organizations in our area that do any kind of sports activity. But the Children's Museum definitely has engaged with athletics, and then the YMCA and their soccer field campaign, I think, is another great way to continue to support the sport.
Soccer simulator.
Play local.
You have golf simulators. Get the soccer simulator out there. Come on.
Yeah, we kind of outlawed travel sports in our house for now, and as soon as I put that out there into the universe, it's going to come back and bite me. I just know it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look for local opportunities when my kids are into a sport. It's just, I don't want to spend the precious free time I have in Des Moines watching a bunch of strangers' kids play a sport all day long. Kudos to those who do. Nothing but respect, but that's just not something that we necessarily wanted to take on as a family. So when I see local opportunities for my kids to do, my son's really into baseball, so baseball stuff is easy to come by here. My daughter's into volleyball. That was challenging up until recently, and we've seen a lot of YMCA and local little leagues like CK do volleyball programs. So I think it's important to have these sports opportunities local for those who may not want to travel or may not have the means to get into that level of athletics. And the kids just want to play and reap the benefits of running around with some friends, learning some life lessons without having to travel to, Des Moines.
Here's what you need to do. Yeah. Now, hear me out. The soccer simulator. You get that soccer simulator going at the museum. Mm-hmm. Kids can come up, and they gotta kick the penalty, the PK maybe, the game-winning goal, pick the free kick.
Who is guarding is it you, or is it actual famous players? Are we gonna do a simulation of Paul Swann as the goalie?
Look, if it was hockey, I would make a fool of myself to do that for you as the video goalie. But no, I think you need to partner with I don't know, Marshall University, have the goalie of any given year do the.
Let me get some people real thrilled about soccer this weekend and hit them up at the right time. Timing is everything.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I've got all these ideas. I mean, I'm available for committee work. I'm available for hire. I'm good. I'm available.
We'll put you on the committee. You heard him, folks. He's on the committee now. He's in the society, the Secret Soccer Society.
I think I was probably already in the Secret Society.
What was a secret until now?
Well,
now it's cat's out of the bag.
You came on this show, investigative reporting here.
Yeah, I did, with sold-out tickets. Sorry, folks.
It's okay. It's fine.
What are you going to do? I will say, I did, when you're planning events like this, group messages are kind of a necessary evil, right? No one really likes group messages, but you kind of have them. So I did add coaches Grassi and Simoes to a group text just to keep them updated on things and ask them soccer questions. And in an attempt to not completely display my soccer ignorance, I would sometimes go to other friends with questions so as to not appear completely soccer ignorant to them. I made a group message with the coaches, and I put a little emoji at the top so I could find it, right? Because that's how we elder millennials do, is we label things. and I put a goal on it because I was already using the soccer ball for my secret committee, my secret society. So I put a goal as the emoji for that, and immediately, without missing a beat, Coach Grassi said, "That's a hockey goal." I was like, okay, so we're getting that out of the way early on. I'm not super soccer versed, but what I do like is spending time with my friends, spending time with the herd, and watching some really great athletes play a fun sport. So they might be doing it on a hockey goal if I build the soccer simulator.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Would it be okay for you?
I'm still plugging it. I'm trying to get that hockey back here in Huntington. I'm trying my hardest.
Hockey is fun.
See?
Hockey is fun.
Yeah.
But next time.
Okay.
We'll put that in the queue.
Next event. Next project for Holly.
Can they play on a stern wheeler? Can I get an ice rink on a stern wheeler?
Can we get an ice rink? Let's just start there. Ice rink or a stern wheeler?
What if the Ohio freezes?
Okay.
We'll workshop it, Paul. We'll workshop it.
Let's workshop it. Holly Smith Mount joining us. So anything while you've got the floor, anything you want to hit on that has tickets or has something that you can, that need, is there anything? I mean, can I do anything today?
Yes. Donate. Go to the World Wide Web and donate to Marshall University Thundering Herd soccer, and buy season tickets, buy game tickets for both the men's and women's teams. You will not be disappointed.
Elder millennial, you said, huh? Elder millennial?
Elder millennial. I like to point it out because it's kind of on the cusp, but yeah, elder millennial.
Yeah.
The oldest of the age group, actually.
Just want to be Gen Xer. I'm sorry. I mean, we'll let you in, but
I'm a Gen Xer, but without like all the baggage, right?
Hurtful but true.
Yeah,
Hurtful but true.
I'm sorry that you came home to keys under the doormat, Paul.
Actually, no, I was good. Actually, no, I was.
My generation got the participation trophies.
Actually, no, I was good. I didn't have those horrible experiences that other kids did.
You weren't a latchkey. You weren't a latchkey.
No,
kid?
I had keys, but there were people home. I was good.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I wasn't abandoned. I mean, it's all good. We'll tell you more about it.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I mean,
lucky you.
Look, I mean, come on now. I was driving a moped, unlicensed, at like 13, 12, and in streets of Huntington.
I want a moped.
Statute of limitations are gone on that, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But that's another story.
I'm glad you've been exonerated.
I hope so, Holly. If you got anything else that actually needs my help, let me know next time.
I will.
But apparently, you did such a great job, you didn't need me. So I mean. No, we don't need you anymore, Paul. But thanks anyway. We'll just come on in a few minutes and just brag about it.
I'm going to need my friend Paul Swann, but the tickets have sold out.
All right. Next time.
So everyone, here's what I would ask. If you're on social media, follow Paul Swann. He's a funny dude, very informative, very knowledgeable about sports, likes hockey, wants to build a soccer simulator with a hockey goal. Yeah.
That's our budget right now.
And buy tickets. And buy tickets for the soccer team.
That's our budget. Hockey simulator. Or you know what? We can just film. We can film Fan Day at Marshall University when the kids are actually taking real shots at the goal.
There you go. Perfect.
We'll get you know what? We'll put you in goal, and then you can be right, left, center, top. We'll film that many times, and then we'll see if the kid can beat you.
I think there are probably some people out there who would love to watch that. Yeah, I think that would be entertaining.
There you go. See, I'm great. See, again, I'm full of ideas. People just need to listen. I'm available for committees. I'm good for hire. I mean, you need me. I have a price. And it can be met. And here I am.
Yep.
Look, I work in radio. I'm for hire at all times with the extra income. Trust me.
All right. Good to know.
Fair enough. Holly, good talking to you. We'll do it again soon. And of course, if anyone needs information, find Holly on social. She can tell you all about what's happening in Marshall Soccer or the Huntington Children's Museum.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thanks, Holly. That's Holly Smith Mount. She is a devoted soccer fan, and of course, she's got her own secret society now, as you just heard, and they've put together this really cool event that looks like it's going to be back for next year after a successful initial launch of the Village on the Pitch. We will take your text at 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. This is The Drive on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Hometown Chevrolet is your home for the new 30-mile-per-gallon Chevy Trax SUV with 0% financing available. They also have 0% financing for a full 5 years on new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500s. Plus, no payment for 90 days and free oil changes for life. Their used vehicles are priced to move with the payments you want, from low APRs to credit rebuilding. They've got you covered. Together, let's drive. Hometown Chevrolet, Waverly, Ohio. The heartbeat of America. Everything you need right here at home. Offer ends 8/3/26.
Feeling ready for a change? The Women Warrior Summit returns Friday, October 23rd in Huntington, West Virginia. This year, we'll explore the power of reinvention with stories about growth, change, and beginning again. Visit womenwarriorsummit.com to learn more.
Saving money on your next project now at Menards. Menards is the leading supplier of quality roof and floor trusses. Choose from our large selection of residential and post-frame trusses or design custom trusses specifically for your project. Get started on your building project today, in-store or on menards.com. Plus, view our weekly flyer for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Summer is here, and that means more motorcyclists enjoying West Virginia's country roads. When we're on the road, it's everyone's responsibility to keep each other safe. So, give motorcycles a full lane width. Check your blind spots and use your blinker when changing lanes. And allow more follow distance behind motorcycles because it takes them longer to stop. These simple rules will help keep everyone safe on the road. Share the road with motorcycles. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 35,000 high school student athletes in West Virginia have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about West Virginia high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what living united feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
There's a place to share the joy of your team winning it all, and a place to share a laugh about skiing and taking a fall. There's a place to share photos of pets, or singing in the choir, or the time you ate a pepper and your mouth was on fire. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone. Ask about your company's emotional health benefits. Visit heart.org/sharing. Brought to you by the American Heart Association.
People think saving money is hard, but really, it's easy. It's as simple as changing a few spending habits. For free tips on how to save the easy way, check out feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Dave Wilson, host of Metro News Talk Line, and you're listening to The Drive with Paul Swann on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Thank you, Dave. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, 10:06, it is Metro News Talk Line. We've got that every day for you right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930. Our text line this hour brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shop, 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. Good news for Herd fans that haven't been able to get into the tickets just yet for football. The group tickets are now on sale for the Thundering Herd season. There are 9 theme games, 9 theme group offers, my mistake. start at $10 per ticket. And Ryan Crisp has been on with us to tell us more about this program, but the release went out today to kind of remind fans that now it's available. So you get an opportunity. You got to buy a minimum of 15 tickets. So pricing starts at $15 per ticket for groups of 15 to 49, and it'll go all the way to $10 per ticket for groups of 50 or more. And there are also some different group offers. You've got Chamber of Commerce, Extra Yard for teachers, Family Weekend, alumni chapters, healthcare providers, Faith and Family Night, Blue Collar Night, Band Day, military and veterans. And all you have to do is head over to herdzone.com and you can find out more. Or you can email herdtickets@marshall.edu. And of course, if you know what the theme nights are, you pretty much already zeroed in what you want to do. You got Chamber of Commerce night. That's going to be on the Middle Tennessee docket for Saturday, September 12th. Homecoming against Gardner Webb. There's a lot going on there. Healthcare providers night. Youth organizations and Faith and Family night is going to be the October 10th matchup with Coastal. South Alabama gets Blue Collar Night. That includes manufacturers, trade crews, and Band Day. That is a favorite for a lot of people. Band Day brings high school band programs from across the tri-state for the November 14th game against Appalachian State. So, general admission, $15. Now, again, I'm just using the baseline here. You can lower this as much as a few bucks depending on how many tickets you get. But baseline, general admission for the groups, 15, end zone 15, sideline 20, East Prime 25, chairback 50. Chairbacks is going to be straight up 50. The price will change depending on how big your group is and what section you want to get into. The lowest will be $10 if you have a crowd. You get 50 or more, it's going to be $10. So, again, Ryan Crisp was with us a couple weeks ago to talk a little bit more about the pricing. So if you're not that familiar with it, you can go back and get his thoughts on it, what he had to say about it. You can also head over to herdzone.com, find out more about that. It's not a bad deal at all. If you got a group, if you're planning a group, or if that's something you can maybe think about in the future, maybe you don't take advantage of it this year because it's a new thing for you. But if you can come up with a way to fundraise, do something like this, and maybe you could take somebody, some coworkers. If you're a business, you can do that. Always a fun bonding camp out with. Hey, we're going to camp out, get tickets, tailgate, all the. You know what I'm saying. All right, so we're going to get your text in. We'll do that when we continue, and we're going to leave that open for the rest of the show. It's 304-396-TALK, 304-396-8255. That's the number to be a part of today's show, right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Looking for extra space, a dream workshop, or the perfect backyard getaway? Head to Timber Ridge and Flatwoods. They offer high-quality sheds, barns, cabins, garages, playsets, and outdoor furniture, all built to last. Plus, Timber Ridge is your local dealer for Comfort Designs outdoor furniture, bringing style and comfort to your outdoor living space. Whether you're updating your property or creating new memories outdoors, Timber Ridge has you covered. Visit them today at the corner of US 23 and Argolite Road in Flatwoods. Timber Ridge, quality you can count on.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Here's another Kinder Communications Community Chatter. Ashland's Hope's Place Child Advocacy Center is having its annual fundraising cruise on the Belle of Cincinnati. On July 25th, the theme is Anchors Away. Boarding will begin at 6:30. Cruise will include raffles, 50/50 and other prizes, and an oyster bash. For information, call Hope's Place in Ashland.
This Kinder Communications Community Chatter brought to you by BrodyandAsh.com, Century 21's top realtor since 2015. Proudly serving West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky.
Okay, Simon, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. And what do people normally wear?
Clothes.
Exactly. So now Mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Clothes keep us warm, they look good, and if we go out without them, the neighbors will talk. So it's important to know how to get dressed. Here's how it's done. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. If you're wearing a tie, it goes over, round, through, and pull tight. Tuck your shirt into your pants and zip up your fly. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears.
I love bunnies.
Good to know. Now remember, spots don't go with stripes, socks don't go with sandals, and if you've tucked in your shirt, wear a belt. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is really serious, and lately you seem to really not care. I've been there for you since day one, and I know you think I'm gonna keep ticking. But no, my friend, I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to the good times, when we were more active and ate more healthy foods? And you checked on me every once in a while. Is that too much to ask? I don't want to leave, but unless you stop ignoring me, what else am I supposed to do? Remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Doing the minimum to control your high blood pressure isn't doing enough. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. Find out how at heart.org/blood pressure. Check, change, control. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
During difficult times, young military families feel the impact. When a military spouse is unemployed, the whole family struggles. The Armed Services YMCA answers the call and provides food assistance to ensure military children have plenty to eat and childcare that enables military spouses to work. Now more than ever, we need your help to provide emergency relief to military families. Help now at helpymca.org.
Listening to The Drive with Paul Swann on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
Before we wrap up today's edition, a few things happening for the Thundering Herd as we are getting closer to actual games. Award season. Carlos Del Rio Wilson named 2026 All-State AFCA Good Works Team nominee. So congratulations to him. More honors and recognition coming his way. One of 113 FBS players and 175 total players and coaches named as nominees for the Good Works team. It recognizes college football players who lead through community service, academics, and athletics. And, of course, he's already been picking up a lot of honors and awards. The thing here about this is I don't know what they do at other programs, but at Marshall University, the push over the last few years has been, we're going to do more. We're going to get out there. Our student athletes are all on board with this. We want to be involved in the community. You know, not only do they have required community time, they actually thrive and they look forward to it, and they're all about getting involved with the community. And that's a sign of you've recruited a good student athlete that wants to take those opportunities as well. So I would think for Carlos, it's going to be easy for him. He'll do well in this. Ultimately, I don't know who would win this, but he definitely would have a leg up. He's always there. He's the reason why you feel good about this team, because he's been here. He's stuck around. He got the opportunity at Marshall University. And see, that's the plus of the transfer portal. You know, a young man comes in, maybe not getting the opportunities, and sometimes It truly is, hey, look, we just don't have the opportunity for you. And so you go and you find somewhere else where they can maybe give you that opportunity. I mean, being a quarterback is hard. You could be a backup. You could be one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but if the guy in front of you has won the job or he's been there, you two are pretty much even. You're either splitting time or he's got the edge because maybe he was there first and it's his job to lose or whatever the reasons. And I don't want to go into too many scenarios, but you get the opportunity, you go somewhere else and you make the most of it and you find out, hey, I like it here. I'm going to stick around. I want to be involved. I want to do more. And I think you'll see that with Carlos. You see that from him. He wants to be here. He wants to take advantage of the opportunities. He wants to be involved. He's a great student. He's been already involved in several community events. And so that's the plus here is you get these young men that come in, these young women, and they commit themselves, and they don't just hop into the transfer portal after a season. And that helps because that's what I think college athletics has been missing a little bit in some of the other sports where it's more fluid. You come in, you go 1 year, you get in the transfer portal because you think, okay, I'm going to chase dollars. I'm going to chase different opportunities. That's not the case with Carlos. He comes in, gets the opportunity, takes advantage of it, finds that, what, I like it here. I can do a lot of great things here. I'm getting to play. I can make an impact. Go Herd, right? All right, that's it. Feel good edition of the show today. Want to thank Holly Smith Mount for joining us. She's got some amazing ideas in store for Marshall Athletics. She's got this village on the pitch we talked about. And I'm sure that this will not be the only time that we have her back on to talk about something, involving Marshall sports or what's happening at the Huntington Children's Museum, as it is an important opportunity for kids to go learn and play. So we thank Holly for coming on the program today. That's going to do it. Back with you tomorrow. We'll do it all over again right here on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930.
WRBC Huntington, W227BS Huntington, your flagship home of the Marshall Thundering Herd and The Drive with Paul Swann, ESPN 94.1 FM and AM 930.